always wanted to be the next podcast star? So what's the holdup? If you're looking for the easiest way to make your podcast, then listen up. Anchor gives you everything you need to make your podcast in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. And that's not all. They'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. And you can easily make more money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Ready for your voice to be heard across the globe? So what are you waiting for? Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, ANCHOR.FM to get started today.
It's your girl, Miss Ruby V, and this is the Boom Bap Hour Uncut. We have a very, very special guest here on the Ruby V exclusive. Super producer Configa. What's up?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for the introduction. Was great. Thank you very much. That's awesome.
We are so glad that you called, and oh my goodness, like all the way from the UK. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for facilitating it. You know, because I know it's quite early over there, but yeah, it's quite late over here. So you know, we're meeting in the middle.
Right, exactly. Well, thank you so much for showing us all the international love, and that's so dope.
You're welcome.
Over there and like totally check out the hip hop scene because I've been wanting.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like yeah, the UK represents all the time. You know, let's look at it. Slick Rick, you know, come on, Money Love, you already know.
Yes. Oh my God. So. I'm trying to tell you, the big.
And if you want to go back, even you want to go into the soul music from the 80s, soul to soul, loose ends. You know, we represent.
No, I never knew loose ends was from the UK.
Oh, you're British. Call Macintosh, absolutely. In fact, me and Speech brought an interview just like 3 days ago, and the dude was like, "I know Carl Macintosh." Like, really? Okay. So we had a hook up. We've been hooked up with, you know, loose ends, and we might have a hook up with our soul to soul. But well, yeah, well, like it's lovely to be speaking to legends, you know, absolute legends who I grew up with. So yeah, but yeah, loose ends, hanging on the string. Yeah, they're British. There was a big British R&B wave. I don't know if you remember that Omar track. Oh, how did it go, man? I can't sing, so I don't want to do it a disservice. But yeah, Omar was hitting. Oh man, you know that song? There's nothing like this. Do you know that one?
Sounds familiar. I'm happy to answer questions, buddy.
That was a jam. But yeah, I definitely know loose ends. I definitely know Soul to Soul hit it in America as black British R&B band, and obviously Slick Rick originated from here, and Moni was from here. Moni grew up here. You know, she didn't leave it to the States until she's like, you know, 19, 20. So yeah, we've had a few. Actually, MF Doom. You know, your Boom Bap Hour. You know your MF Doom. MF Doom was born in Britain.
You said who was born?
MF Doom is born in the UK. Yep.
Wow.
Technically, MF Doom is British. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. And we all know 21 Savage. Do you remember?
Of course.
They were trying to export him back to the UK, and I was like, because he was like, he's asserting like he was born and raised in Atlanta. Hold on a second, fam. The records show that you didn't leave England until you was 15. What? His mum, I saw his mum speak on TV. She's got a British accent.
Okay. So you're like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, there's loads of people faking the funk, trust me.
Okay.
Sorry about that anyway. Hi guys.
Yes. Well, let's talk about you and everything that you have going on. So, 2020 has been crazy, but it has not stopped.
Crazy.
Yes. But
correct. Good observation. Yeah, absolutely. I've almost used it to my advantage, which is bonkers, because You know, the thing is, working with artists like Arrested Development, who are touring artists, they're a touring band. You know, Speech is always on the road. You know, you spoke to my man Speech, my brother Speech, and he's always doing shows. He's around the world everywhere. I've had unprecedented access to Speech to get him in the studio recording like a beast, and it's been beautiful. And that's the weird thing about this coronavirus is that because Speech has been grounded, the first time in his life, I've had this strange, unique access. And you know, that's been a great thing because look at what happened with the last album. Like, people, we've been on This Is 50, Vlad TV, we're playlisted on Rock the Bells Radio, LL Cool J station. So yeah, like, we're hitting. You know, it might not be, we're not up for a Grammy, but you know, to be fair, we missed the Grammy nominations, but you know, look at the Grammy nominations for the albums. There was, The Alchemist has been nominated. Nah, like this, Royce. So this is what I'm saying. Like, if dudes like that be nominated for best album, and we've got this crazy classic album bubbling on the underground, well, why not? Because a lot of people are saying that. You know, including some radio station. I saw on radio just yesterday. We're doing like this listener parties. Oh, you need to win Grammys. You need to, like, you know, you will win Grammys. You will win awards. And I was like, wow, that's love. You know, like, she's over in Philly. But yeah, I was like, that was like love, man. People saying Grammys. And yeah, that's insane to me. But you never know, because some of the Grammy nominations, I've got some of them were trash, but the best hip hop album category was Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist and Royce, Nas. Man, you know, there's a chance, right?
Right.
Oh, that's the alarm. Ignore the alarm. Sorry, smoke alarm.
Okay.
I think you hear that. Sorry about that.
Sounds good. Yeah, but I mean, it seems like y'all have been getting a lot of love, and I mean,
yeah,
that's the thing about it. And I mean, not only have you done, you know, your project with Arrested Development, you've done critically acclaimed albums alongside Jahi. That's
right. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Jahi, who's also down with, you know, he's part of Chuck's crew. In fact, he was the releasing album under the name of Enemy Radio. You know the whole, you know, that thing when Flavor had been quote unquote fired from Public Enemy. Do you remember that thing?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that was kind of a hype thing to hype up Enemy Radio. Yeah. But but there was Enemy Radio was released with Jahi. Jahi's been representing, man. That Jahi, this year alone, he's been on BET Cypher. He was with Nas, Rhapsody, YG, Black Thought, Chuck on the same track.
Wow.
He had 8 bars. Yeah, this was after into the album. After. So yeah, he toured worldwide. He's toured worldwide with Chuck. So yeah, that album. Because to take it back to 2017, basically Chuck D offered me a record deal, and I took it and I released an album out through him called Configuration Volume 1, which had, I'll just name a few artists. Chuck D obviously was on there. There was Craig G, Rex, Spoonie G, Sean P. Sean P was on there, which is crazy. He recorded just before he died. Yeah, just legends, man. Legends upon legends. Who else was on there? There's a few other cats on there. But fundamentally, yeah, Craig G, Rex, you know, Chuck D. Yeah. I think of my man John Vietnam. John Vietnam, for any boom bap purist, is this guy who saved someone else's life at 19 years old, and he drowned, saving someone else's life, and he's on the album as well. And yeah, I represent for John because me and him became quite tight before he died, and he's only 19 when he died, and I represent. I like to put as much as I can because I love his family. I love his dad Joe. We have a John Vietnam event every year, and I participated virtually this year. I did a track, all that kind of thing. And yeah, John Vietnam's on the same album that Craig G and, all these big names are on, Sean P and Spoonie G and all that kind of thing, Rex and all that kind of thing. Yeah, so bigger than John Vietnam. But anyway, from that point, to go back to the question, obviously, Jahi I think he heard the track with Rex. And he just hollered at me. He's like, "Let's do an EP." Like, "Oh, I'm down, man. I'm down." So I knew who he was. I didn't know him, but I knew who he was. And we recorded an EP, and that led to an LP because the vibes were good. And we put it out. We didn't have preconceptions. Little did we know that this album would be crazy. Featured in books, featured in best of the albums, best of the end of the year albums, because we released at the start of the year. So how we got, the album had legs. People still talking about it now. So it's been crazy. So it's been a blessing. It's just literally me on the beats, him on the rhymes, Jai on the rhymes, me on the beats. No guests, no big guests that we can sell it off. A lot of people have all these guest verses and stuff. We don't have anything. Just me and him.
It's him.
Yeah, and from that point, Speech, he knows Jahi. He's friends with Jahi. He heard it. And he's like, "Yo," and he sent me this video, and Speech was working out to one of our tracks. And then I was like, "Wow, okay." And then Speech hollered at me. He's like, "Let's do something." I was like, "Okay, I'm down. Yeah, I grew up with you, bro. Yeah, one of my idols from when I was a kid." So we did it, and then that led to Don't Fight Your Demons. I mean, like I said, last interview I did, like literally just an hour ago. We didn't start recording that until like April, and it was banged out. It was put out there by September. So
y'all put in that work, huh?
Yeah, well, absolute, man. But absolute. But Speech is a beast. Like that guy. For someone who's been in, I keep saying this in a lot of interviews. Someone who's been in the industry for 30 years and like made 2 Grammys. I sent him 2 beats, right? And like literally the next day or the day after, he had returned it with full hooks, 3 verses, ad-libs. That doesn't happen much. Because I work with a lot of rappers, and that does not, like, in my struggle to scramble out 8 bars or 16 bars in 2 days. Speech had the whole tracks done. 2 tracks done. And this is the levels I'm talking. This is levels, right? There's levels. I don't think I can curse, but there's levels to this ish, right? And Speech is operating at a different level to a lot of these other guys. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you can say whatever you want. This Boom Bap Hour Uncut. You can be yourself.
Alright, I'll bear that in mind. But yeah, I love the fact it's called Boom Bap Hour because we don't have enough love for boom bap actually as a I hate to call it a subgenre. Is it a subgenre? I don't think it even is it really a subgenre. It's fundamentally hip hop to me. Boom bap is hip hop.
It is.
Yeah.
Like people they don't. I don't know. It's like some people they think of it as a myth, but it is it is fundamental.
Absolutely. The KRS was talking about boom bap in '93. Like, Return of the Boom Bap, right?
Yep.
Absolutely. So, like, if you think about drums, right? Like hip hop drums, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. Come on, man. That's fundamental.
Yeah.
So I love the fact you call it Boom Bap Hour. I love the fact that it's actually a female heading that, representing and being the sort of face of it. I love that actually. We don't have enough females representing Boom Bap, I don't think.
Well, I'm just glad to be a part of the team. I mean, we had a dope team, you know what I'm saying? I got my 2
So big up yourself for being up for that. Big up yourself for, representing and being that female influence that we need. Because I work with some good PR people actually, and one of them is female, and yeah, I love the fact that there's a female influence in Boom Bap because, as it's saturated with guys, and I like the fact that there's a female influence driving that as well.
Yeah, well, I'm just honored to even be able to, talk to legends such as yourself. And
oh, she's too kind. Although Chuck D called me a legend. Like, what's going on? Like, that, people were saying to me, when that happened, you need that on your tombstone. Like, I was like, yeah, I know, for real. Like, that is